making peach iced tea. For the simple syrup, you use 2 peaches, a cup of water, a cup of sugar, and then you use 3 tea bags with 6 to 8 cups of water. Hopefully this turns out great. We're gonna start by putting the water, the sugar together, and then bringing it to the stove. The goal here is to dissolve the sugar and then add the peaches. So it's like a 30-minute process, but I think we could do it in like 10. Then we'll have yummy peach iced tea. I started with hot water, so I don't think it's gonna take that long. Then we're gonna walk over here. We're gonna put all our peaches on the actual lid. We're gonna save like 4 to 8 slices so we could put it on our actual cup. And then put the rest in the lid. You wanna have a peach in each cup of iced tea. We're gonna bring this over here, and that's how we're gonna dump the peaches in. The biggest thing with the water and sugar is you're making a simple syrup, and you're hoping the peaches break down or release their juices, and that's how it's gonna create the infused peach flavor and heighten the peach taste in the iced tea. It's already peach flavored, but usually they use like peach leaves and stuff, so it's not the same as opposed to using the actual fruit. Okay, then we're gonna add all of this fruit in. I'm using white peaches. Use regular peaches, nectarines, I think it works the same. But when I went to the store, they had white peaches. So I'm using white peaches for this iced tea recipe. Just gonna let it simmer, and then I'm gonna walk over here and fill the pitcher with 8 cups of water. I'm gonna bring the bowl over to the refrigerator and do it that way. I'm gonna keep filling, and then hopefully makes 8 cups. Bring it over. tea bags. We're using the True Honey tea, peach black tea. We're gonna put the tea bags in there, let it steep in the cold water. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes. That's 411 at 416, this should be done. I'm gonna go back over to the stove. Our peaches are starting to soften. Breaking down the peaches while they're in the water and sugar mixture, or the simple syrup mixture. Reducing the heat so some of the bubbles can go away, so I can see what's happening just beneath the water and sugar. So I'm breaking down the peaches. I want to see if they're infusing the water and the sugar. I'm thinking if you want to forego adding the peaches, you could probably boil, to speed up the recipe, boil the water, the cup of water with the cup of sugar on the stovetop, and then puree the peaches and add it to the mixture. And it might even puree the peaches on like the food processor or blender, and it might even speed up your recipe. So it'll be like 10 minutes instead of like 15-minute recipe to make peach iced tea. Peaches are softening and breaking up. Break down some more pieces so our syrup mixture is more infused with the peaches. Now I'm just going to add this to the tea mixture because I feel like the pureed peaches are going to make it extra peachy. I'm going to try to strain it. You could probably try to strain it if you're going to be like bottling it or putting it in a pitcher in the fridge. But I'm just gonna put it in the pitcher, add ice, and then enjoy it that way. Almost time to take it out. So the peach flavor is pretty infused already. It has like a thicker syrupy taste because of the sugar. It tastes great. I'm gonna break down the peaches a little bit more. Then I have my stove on 1 or low. So once it starts simmering, you want to turn it down so the peaches can break down further. Because if it stays on high, it's gonna roll over, and then you're gonna get more likely to burn your syrup. We're gonna walk over here. I have to take a thing and mix the tea bags around. It's not really infusing with the cold water, but I think adding the syrup and then the other stuff is gonna let it infuse for more than 5 minutes. I guess cold water takes longer. I think if you started with 6 cups of hot water, it'd be a lot faster. But we're gonna keep it like that, and we're gonna go back to the stove. Turn this off, drain this over to the pitcher, and we're gonna pour it in and just let it steep the tea further, and we'll call it good. While things are hot, I like to fill it with water, so the syrup doesn't stick and harder. It's gonna be harder to wash dishes then. And we're gonna walk back over here. We're gonna mix this around. I'm gonna go get some ice. Test it out this way. See if it tastes good. Putting cubes of crushed ice. I'm gonna put 1 peach slice like that, and then we're gonna pour this. We're gonna mix this one more time. I think after adding the peaches, it steeped it even further, and then we're gonna pour it over in the cup. That tastes like perfect peach iced tea. You could even add more than 8 cups because when you add the syrup, it still tastes kind of sweet. So I would say like 10 cups and just maybe fill it up to the brim with ice. I think it'll be good. Hope you enjoyed the peach iced tea recipe. Have a good rest of your week.